What's up YouTube? Games here, and you can't tell by my nasally voice, I am very sick, but I am on the path of recovery. Hopefully I'll sound a lot less nasally by the time I upload the next video. But today we're gonna go over vendor refreshes as well as the gunsmith weapons, so let's get into that. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, I wanted to show all of you, just in case you were not aware, now is one of the best times to get your bright dust reserves up before Witch Queen. In order to do that, come over here to Eva Levante in the tower and not only do her weekly bounties, which nets you, I believe, about a good 250 bright dust each, or you could also farm her repeatable bounties. It costs about 3,000 glimmer each, and all you got to do is follow and complete the recipes. Each recipe you complete will give you 10 bright dusts, and all you gotta do is keep on picking up the bounties and completing them by turning in the ingredients. You don't even have to turn them into the specific person they're designated for, and you'll get a hefty amount of bright dust. It is actually fairly easy to get all 3 armor sets for the dawning for nothing but bright dust this season as well. So yeah, start grinding your bright dust before dawning is over. Even if you don't want to farm bright dust, which I honestly couldn't think of a reason as to why you wouldn't want to, by doing your weeklies and turning in the repeatable bounties, you can get a whole 450 brightness per character. So yeah, get on top of that before dawning ends. All right, starting off with Titans over at Zavala. Look like he has anything good for us this week at all. Mr. Lord Shax. Duds in a row. Now on to the Drifter. I can't recommend do a beta 1 has. Not the worst. Definitely do better on the recovery side and discipline. Looks like she's got an flinching fusion rifle for your PvP players. Raise a war mine, which used to be really good. Fortunately, they nerf war mine cells, so I would say pick it up just in case they decide to unnerf them. Everyone doesn't have anything for. Doesn't look like Failsafe has anything for us either. As an unfortunate for Titans this week. Maybe Zero will have something for us on Friday. Now we're on the Hunters. Pass on this one. No. And no. Lord Shax. It's actually not bad. I personally want more strength and discipline. Mobility is something that can be made up with powerful friends. So if you don't have a decent pair of gauntlets on your hunter, I would say pick this up. Intellect is not as important, but you do want a little bit more recovery than this. But other than that, for PvE wise, I would say actually grab this. No. Also no. it's got a really good amount of discipline and recovery. So I'm having a hard time passing up on this. If anything, I just don't like the stat total. You make up for strength and mobility via the charge with light mods. Intellect is, like I said earlier, not as important, so I would say this is a hard maybe. No. No. Also no. While this does have a lot of intellect, like I said earlier, it's not that important compared. So I'm just gonna have to pass on this. Also no. No again. The no's continue. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Back in the day, this would have been a really good chess piece. It's still not bad. Given the amount of recovery that it has, this would be like not bad for PvP. You're gonna have to make up with discipline, and strength is not that hard to make up for. Mobility is not hard for makeup. For PvP, at the very least, this is a good chess piece. And no. And now we have failsafe. Meh. At least Devram had some pretty decent armor pieces, and I believe I think it was Lord Shaxx. So, Country's got some good pieces at least. Last but not least, we got the Warlocks. And they're off to a bad start. Lord Shaxx. This is well imbalanced. Would probably just want higher overall total. Good recovery and intellect, but the overall total once again is just a no. See what this drifter up. Good total, but way too much mobility for a warlock. Moving on. Good middle stats, but not the total that you'd be looking for. Same with this one right here. Well imbalanced, but just not high enough. Has a really good amount of discipline, but once again, overall stat total is just not what you want. Devram's a bust. Doesn't look like. Wouldn't be bad, but again, same story. Overall stat total is just not great at all. And now for some Gunsmith weapon rolls. First, looks like he's got minor specs. Definitely a mod that you want, but you don't necessarily need. Surrounded spec, another one. If you ever get a weapon with surrounded on there, gives that a little extra boost to damage, as well as have it linger for like 2 seconds after get out of its effective range. Starting off, we have a Whispering Slab. It's got Killing Wind Vorpal Weapon. You got your choice of Carbon Arrow Shaft as well as Helical Fletching. You got the Polymer String, and then you also got the Natural String. The lightweight frame. Let's see, you have an Accuracy Masterwork on this one. It's definitely something that's way more geared towards PvE. I would say grab this if you don't already have a decent kinetic bow. So yeah, if you don't have a decent kinetic bow, grab this. You have yourself a Night Watch, Rapid Hit, Explosive Payload, your choice of magazine perks, as well as polygonal rifle, and hammer forge with a handling masterwork. This is a S tier roll if I ever did see one. If you do not have a night watch, you can go ahead and do the new light quest as to get the curated roll, which is overflow and explosive payload. But I personally prefer rapid hit because you're always going to be landing crits anyway. Get that little extra bump in stability. You don't really need stability for PvE, but it helps you land crits more consistently. But it's really up to you. You can either get this S tier roll, which is limited, or you can go and do the new light quests in order to get the S tier roll from that one. And now we even have a S tier PvP 7th Seraph CQC 12. Comes with assault mag or a pendant mag. You have quick draw and snapshot to lightweight frame, which means it gives you plus 20s mobility. You even have a handling masterwork. You got corkscrew rifling. You do not want to use barrel shroud, but actually not bad in terms of the barrels, but still, this is, I mean, you can try and farm the gunsmith for a better roll, but like, this gives you everything you want, especially for a PvP shotgun right now. Lightweight frames are somewhat near the top when it comes down to shotgun uses, so 100%, bro. Should grab this if you don't have a decent lightweight frame in the energy slot for PvP at least. Got yourself an Eternal Blazing, got quick draw, disruption blake. Don't necessarily need quick draw on something that would be for PvE, but you can make a good use of disruption breaking PvP as well. This one wouldn't be bad for PvP at all. Break their shields and maybe swap to something like a grenade launcher in a kinetic slot to finish them off, or any kinetic weapon, period. Or, you know, in PvE, if they ever bring back scout rifle barrier, wouldn't be bad at all. Even get a range and masterwork on there. God damn. Sorry about that. Got a Baron's Memory with disruption break, underdog, sticky nades, as well as mini frags. Smart drift, confined launch. It's really not the greatest energy or heavy grenade launchers, so honestly I would just say pass on this one. You have the Outrageous Fortunes, got quick draw, auto loading, spike nades, blast radius, smart drift, quick launch. This is definitely a PvP roll, so if you like grenade launchers in PvP, I would 100% say grab this. That's it for today's vendor refresh. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want me to cover, as well as if you saw anything of value that you will be picking up in the comment section down below. My name has been The Games. Thank you for watching. Have a good week.